February 23rd, 2024, Floor 35, Lost Forest. A party is having an argument amongst its two female members, the older Rosalia and the younger Silica.
What are you talking about? Why should we have to share these healing crystals with you? Your pet lizard has healing powers, you know.
Said lizard, who is actually a feathered little dragon, chirps angrily at Rosalia. But you never fight on the front lines. Who are you to talk? You don't need to use any crystals. We see through Silica's eyes as her display shows her trying to make a trade. Rosalia, twirling her bangs.
Of course I do. You're the popular one around here, Silica. I can't expect the boys to help me when I need it.
Silica looks more angry.
Oh, come on, it's not like that.
Silica closing her menu. Fine, I don't care. You want my items? Take 'em. But I'm never going to team up with you again. I know there's a ton of other parties who would love to have me on their team. Turns and stomps away.
Wait, don't go, Silica.
미소만 어깨변하고 어커러나 나와니 거와 같았다 우시롱의 주분가 겐지츠워 이완이 우츠 이 그츠모노 소라우리가 있다 ここはきっと儚い心満たして夢でかく飛ぶ体はどんな不安を通って無理なことと眠る小さな想い広がり出して傷弱い子たち君がいるな暗い世界強く入れた長い夢見る心は揃えんで I wanna always be with you I'll give you everything I have
The Black Swordsman. Still in the Lost Forest at night, Silica is panting heavily with her dagger drawn. Her dragon, Pina, flies in. In front of them are a bunch of drunk apes, and we see her stats saying 3831 out of 9342, level 44. Her HP bar is in the yellow. One ape raises its arm and strikes, but Silica leaps out of the way. She evades another strike, and Pina blows a healing mist onto her to get her HP back in the green again. She then reaches into her pouch, but finds, I'm out of healing crystals. Silica then gets struck in the chest and sent into a tree by an ape, bringing her HP down into the red and knocking her dagger away. The apes approach her. As she looks for her dagger, one raises its club high, but as it strikes, Pina swoops in and takes the hit. Scrambling to the dragon, Pina! 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 Pina's HP quickly hits 0. It glows! Pina! 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 She grabs Pina into her arms. Pina! Pina! Pina disappears in death, save for one feather. Silica is so distraught, she doesn't even notice the apes approaching her from behind. She turns in fear to see them. The lead one with a club raised. Suddenly, they're all destroyed right in front of her when the polygon's clear. Silica sees Kirito, his sword ending its glow on the sword skill used. While relieved that she's going to live, tears fill up her eyes. Pina, don't leave me all alone here. Pina! Kirito, resheathing his sword, looking sympathetic. What's that feather? Still crying. It's Pina, my best friend. You're one of those beast tamers, aren't you? I'm sorry. If I had gotten here sooner, I could have saved your friend. No, it's all right. It's all my fault. I was stupid to think I could make it through the forest on my own. Thank you for saving me. You did what you could. That's feather. Check and see if it has an item attached to it. Silica touches the feather with her finger, and an item name shows, Pina's heart. This brings a fresh tear to her eyes. Hey, don't cry. That means Pina's heart is still there. There's a chance you can revive it. Gasp! No way, really? Uh-huh. On the south side, Chicago, of floor 47, there's a field dungeon called the Hell of Memories. I heard that somewhere that the flower is growing atop that can revive familiars. Smiling and then realizing, Silica says, Floor 47, huh? I'd offer to go and get it for you. All you'd have to do is pay for the trip. The thing is that the flower won't bloom unless the familiar's master is there. Thank you so much for telling me about it. If I work hard to change my level, then someday I could. Sure, but the time limit's 3 days to revive it. No way. It's all my fault. I'm so sorry, Pina. It's okay. You have 3 days. Kirito opens his menu as we look through Silica's display and see him give her some items. Ebon dagger, silver thread armor, moon blazer, fairy boots, floret belt. Take this equipment. It should boost you 5 or 6 levels. And if I tag along, I'm sure everything will work out. But why would you do this for me? Turning his face to Silica, looking a little embarrassed. I'll tell you, if you promise not to laugh, okay? I promise I won't. All right. It's because you look like my little sister. Silica can't help it and starts to laugh. Kirito looks away. I'm sorry. She wipes a tear away and accesses her menu to give Kirito her coal. I know this isn't enough coal to pay you back. No, it's cool. He closes his menu before the coal is transferred. Besides, it works with why I'm here. We'll be helping each other out. Huh? Okay then. My name's Silica. The name's Kirito. He shakes Silica's hand. I guess we'll be working together for a while. Floor 35. Mish. Kirito and Silica walk through the town. Silica is looking much happier. Hey, look! It's Silica! He and another party member run up to her. It took you a long time to get back. We were getting worried.
You want to team up with us? We'll take you wherever you want to go.
That's really nice of you to offer. She looks up at Kirito's face and then to his crooked arm, grabs said arm. Well, I already sort of agreed to be in a party with him. The two members give an ugly, mean look at Kirito, who just smiles back. Okay, later, bye. She pulls Kirito away. I didn't mean to put you on the spot like that.
I didn't know you had fans. You must be popular.
No, they don't take me seriously. They just want me to be their mascot. Shot of Silica and Pina looking adorable. Maybe they're right. They call me the Dragon Tamer, and I guess it went to my head.
Don't worry about it.
Pats Silica's head.
We'll make it in time. Promise.
Smiling, she says, okay. Do you live around here, Kirito?
I'm on floor 50. It's kind of far, so I was thinking about getting a room tonight. Bah.
If you stay, I'll take you out for some cheesecake. It's really good here.
Well, if it isn't Silica.
Silica looks downbeat as Rosalia approaches with the other party members.
Wow, you made it out of the forest alive. Good for you, girl.
Whispering to Silica,
something wrong?
Oh, nothing.
Hang on. What happened to your little friend? The lizard. Did it run away?
Pina died saving me.
But I'm gonna get Pina back. Really? I guess you'll be heading out for the Hill of Memories then. I wonder if you'll be able to clear it at your level.
Stepping in front of a bum Silica.
Of course you will. It's not that difficult to level. Oh, God. This girl seduced another player. It's not that difficult, but you don't look that strong.
Come on. He and Silica walk past Rosalia, who smiles wickedly. Later at the inn, why does she have to be so mean?
Well, is Sword Art Online your first MMO?
Uh-huh.
A lot of people's personalities change when they play games online, and some actually like playing the game as the bad guy. You see how our cursors are green? We see through Silica's eyes the green cursor above Kirito's head. Well, if you commit a crime against another player, your cursor's going to turn orange. Then they become what's called a red player. The worst, also known as player killers. They're all about murder. They kill other players? In a normal game, they roleplay as the bad guy. Have some laughs and it's cool. But Sword Art Online isn't normal. He grips his chin. It's definitely not a game. Noticing Kirito's grip. Kirito? Snapping out of it. Huh? I'm sorry. Well, I think you're good, so... Stands and leans over to take Kirito's hands. I mean, you saved me after all. Surprised and then smiling. Looks like you cheered me up instead. Thank you, Silica. Silica realizes her position and turns beet red in the face. She sits down awkwardly, fanning her face. Well, where the heck is our cheesecake already? Excuse me, our dessert hasn't shown up yet. Kirito looks clueless. Later that evening, Silica has stripped to her underwear and is lying in bed. Oh, I'd wonder if he'd laugh at me if I told him I wanted to talk to him more. A knock is heard. Outside the door, Kirito says, Silica, you still awake? She sits up. Kirito? Outside the door, he says, I forgot to tell you about some stuff about floor 47, but it can wait till tomorrow. She gets up and heads for the door. No, now's fine. Actually, I was just thinking I should ask you about... She reaches for the doorknob and then only realizes she's in her lingerie. A little later, she's in an oversized shirt, thinking, that was so close. Kirito brings a table over to the bed, putting an item on it, and then noticing Silica's nervousness. What's up? Is something wrong? No, nothing. What's that thing, Kirito? It's a mirage sphere. He taps a button which shows a holograph-like map. She giggles. It's pretty. He points to various spots on the map. This is the town area of floor 47, and that's the Hill of Memories. I was thinking, if we can take this route, we can... Suddenly, he turns to the door. What's up? Kirito shushes Silica and sprints to the door, opening it with, Who's there? Footsteps are heard down the stairs. Silica joins Kirito. Who was it? An eavesdropper. But they can't. I mean, you can't hear through a door unless you knock first. As they both re-enter the room. But if your listening skill is high enough, you can. It takes practice. Not many players have it. Why would they want to listen to us? Kirito looks at the closed door, not answering, but looking like he knows the answer. February 24th, 2024. Floor 47. Floria. The teleport gate sends Kirito and Silica through. The place is a garden paradise, with flower petals almost constantly flying in the breeze. Wow. This place is like a dream. I know. The whole floor is covered in flowers. That's why they call it the Flower Garden. Silica walks over to a bed of flowers and smells them, even admiring a ladybug that flies off one. Then she notices the other players there, or more appropriately, she thinks, oh, couples? Sure enough, it seems every player is actually a male-female couple. This makes Silica blush again. Kirito walks up behind Silica. Silica? Silica snaps out of it. What? Nothing. She stands up and brushes off her clothing. Sorry to keep you waiting. Kirito, still clueless. What's wrong? She straightens her hair. Oh, nothing. Nothing at all. Come on. He walks away. Silica, smiling. Okay. She follows. When they get to a bridge, the start of the dungeon, Kirito holds out a teleport crystal to her. What's that for? If anything bad happens while we're in there, I'm going to tell you to warp out, okay? When I do, use this crystal. You can jump to any town with it. But... No buts. Just use it. I understand. She takes the crystal and puts it in her pouch. Let's get going. If we take this path, it'll lead us right to the Hill of Memories.
They cross the bridge and head down the path. Silica hesitates for a second and then follows. Kirito? Suddenly, vines shoot out and grab Silica by the ankles. A giant Venus flytrap appears and drags Silica back in a pie. Silica is upside down and grabs her skirt to cover up her undergarments. The plant opens its maw hungrily, making Silica nervous. She swings her dagger wildly with one hand, keeping her skirt down with the other. Calm down, that thing's not that strong. Silica still swinging wildly. Help, Kirito, save me, but don't look. Save me, but don't look. Kirito, looking through his fingers. That'll be difficult. Silica, to the monster. Darn you, put me down. She grabs a vine and slices through it. Now! Slices the other vine on her ankle, then uses a sword skill to slay the monster on the way down, landing on her feet. She looks at Kirito. Did you see anything? Kirito, closing his fingers over one eye. Not really. Silica blushes a bit as they continue to go through this dungeon, slaying monsters and leveling up. Silica gets to level 45 during the walk. They talk. I hope you don't mind me asking, but what was your sister like? Why do you want to know? Well, you said I looked like her. I know it's not polite to ask you about your real life, but what was she like? I call her my little sister, but she's really my cousin. We were raised like brother and sister since we were babies, so I doubt she even knows. But I know, and I guess that's the reason I avoided her. My grandfather's really strict. When I was 8, he made us take classes at the local kendo dojo. But after a couple of years, I stopped going. Grandpa beat the hell out of me for that. That's awful. Anyway, my sister stood up for me and told him to stop. She said she'd train hard for the both of us. And she did. She trained hard, and even made it to nationals. She did? How awesome. Yeah, I've always felt guilty for putting her through that. I wouldn't doubt if she hates me. God knows if she could have been doing something else. Maybe that's why I wanted to help you. In a weird way, it makes me feel like I'm paying her back. There it is. If you don't mind me saying, you're wrong. I don't think she hates you at all. She wouldn't work that hard for you if she didn't like you. Promise. And I bet she even likes kendo. There you go again, making me feel better. Maybe you're right. Man, I hope so. Okay then, I'm gonna do my best. Suddenly, she steps on a trap, and a land anemone appears right under her feet, grabbing her with its tendrils. Kirito looks disgusted as she's licked by a tendril in the face. With one slash, Kirito slays the monster and Silica falls to the path. Kirito looks at her with a confident smile. Silica returns the smile until she covers her crotch with her hands. Later, they finally reach the top of the hill. Is that reviving flower around here? Kirito points straight down the path. Yeah, over there. Silica runs down the path with Kirito walking behind. When they get to the end, they reach a small floating pedestal. As Silica approaches, it starts to glow, and a single flower grows and blooms before her eyes. Go ahead, pick it up. Silica picks up the flower, which shows the item name of Numa Flower. You sure it'll bring Pina back to life? Uh-huh. I'm so glad. There's a bunch of strong monsters around here. Let's revive it when we get back to town. I'm sure Pina wouldn't want it that way. Okay. Later they approach the bridge and exit the dungeon. Silica is so happy, but Kirito puts his hand on her shoulder and halts her. Is something wrong?
Whoever's hiding out there, come out! Now!
From behind a tree on the other side of the bridge, Rosalia steps out. Huh? Rosalia?
If you saw through my hiding skill so easily, your detection skill must be really high, swordsman.
She says to Silica.
Oh, it looks like you were successful in getting your hands on the Numa Flower. Congratulations! Now hand it over before you get hurt.
What are you talking about? Kirito steps in front of Silica.
No one's handing anything over, Rosalia. Not to you, or the Orange Guild, or should I say, Titan's Hand. You're their leader, right? Nice! I'm impressed!
But Rosalia's cursor is green.
It's an easy trick.
The green members find their victims, then they lure them straight to the orange players for the ambush. He says to Rosalia, that was one of your pals last night eavesdropping on us, wasn't it? Then the reason you were in that party with me and the others was to... Rosalia looks absolutely wicked.
How perspective! I was observing their strengths and watching them earn all that beautiful money.
She licks her lips.
You were also who I was excited about, and I was so sad when you left the party. But then you told me you were getting a rare item.
She says to Kirito,
What I want to know is, if you knew about us, why did you bring her here? Are you dumb? Or does she have you wrapped around her finger? Nope, you're wrong. Both times. See, I've been looking all over for you, Rosalia. What are you talking about? Remember 10 days ago, you attacked a guild called the Silver Fangs, or Silver Flags. The leader survived, 4 didn't. Oh, the losers with no money. Their leader went back and forth from the war point to the front lines morning till night, and with tears in his eyes he begged everyone to avenge his dead friends. But he didn't want you killed. He wanted you to go to prison. Do you have any idea how he felt? Can't say I do. Only idiots take this game seriously. So what if we kill someone here? There's no proof that dying here makes you dead IRL. Anyway, it's time you started worrying about yourselves.
She snaps her fingers, and over a dozen male players, most with orange cursors, appear from behind the trees, weapons drawn. Silica is concerned. Kirito, there's too many of them. We should get out of here. Kirito pets Silica's head, quite unconcerned. No, it's okay. You'll be safe if you stay here. Keep the crystal handy until I say so. Silica takes the crystal out of her pouch. Okay, but... Kirito walks closer to the guild. Kirito! Upon hearing the name out loud, the guild shrieks a bit. Shirks a bit.
Kirito!
As Kirito draws his sword,
dressed in black, one-handed, no shield. Holy crap, it's the Black Swordsman! Rosalia, that guy! He's the beater who plays in a solo on the front lines. He's with the assault team.
No way. He is?
Why would someone from the assault team be all the way down here? Go on, take him out, and take everything else!
The guild revs up their sword skills and bum rush Kirito.
Die!
Kirito stands still as the guild slices into him time and time again. Rosalia laughs evilly. Silica reaches for her dagger. I've got to save him. He won't last, huh? She sees Kirito's health bar. With each slash, it goes down a bit, but every few seconds it refills. What's going on? After a while, the guild pants heavily, and Kirito still stands tall, like nothing happened. Rosalia still off the bridge.
What the hell, you idiots? Kill him already!
The guild is perplexed as to how Kirito isn't dead already. Kirito, matter-of-factually, 410 seconds, give or take. That's about the total damage the 7 of you can inflict on me. Rosalia looks angry. I'm level 78. I've got 14,500 HP. My battle healing skill auto-regenerates 600 points every 10 seconds. We could stand here all day and you wouldn't get anywhere.
That's not possible!
Wanna bet? If your numbers are high enough, you're invincible. MMOs that use leveling systems are unfair that way. Rosalia's way pissed now. Kirito holds up a large teleport crystal. My client spent his entire fortune on this warp crystal and he'll get his money's worth. It's been set to the coordinates of the prison. And I'm sending all of you bastards there. He looks to Rosalia as if to say, get up here and join them. Rosalia readies her weapon.
Well, I'm green, and if you hurt me, you'll go orange and...
She doesn't finish. With a quick burst of speed, Kirito rushes Rosalia and puts his sword to her neck. Suddenly, she's not too confident in what she said about dying here, not meaning dying IRL. I'm a solo player, get it? I don't care if I have to play as Orange for a couple of days. Rosalia lowers and drops her weapon. Silica stands there in mild shock at it all. Later, back at the inn in Mishe, Kirito and Silica are both standing on the bed. Or sitting on the bed, actually. I'm really sorry, Silica. This whole time I was using you as bait to catch her. I thought you'd be scared if I told you the truth about me. Silica shakes her hand. I can never be scared of you, 'cause you're a good person. Kirito smiles. Do you really have to go? Yeah, I've been away from the front lines for 5 days. I need to get back. I think it's cool that you're with the assault team. I could try for 100 years and never make it. You know, levels are just numbers, and a person's strength in this world is just an illusion. Sure, it's cool and all, but there are more important things than that. He looks to Silica. We should meet up in the real world. That would be cool, 'cause I like having you as a friend. Silica smiles brightly. Okay, we will. I promise. Kirito stands up. Well, ready to revive Pina? Silica leaps up. Yeah! Accessing her menu, she takes out Pina's heart and the Numa flower. As she lets out a drop of the nectar of the flower fall on Pina's heart, she thinks, Pina, when you get back, I'll have lots of stuff to tell you about the amazing adventure I had and about this one day when I got to have my very own big brother. The flower glows. Pina is being revived.
遠くに聞こえた姉のが少し寂しくてもう一度強く今度は高く駆け抜けたただ繰り返す現実も星の数長いことも目指すべき明日を見続けたこの思いに分かってない目の前開かれた果てね世界たとえ夢でもいい迷いせず続けても胸の奥で強くずっとずっと響いてくそっとそっと光ってる
Next time, Murder in the Safe Zone.